Hey, what's good, champions? Arian, Tyson here. Wanted to shoot a video that I believe is going to help a lot of people. And I'm going to share with you some ways, some behaviors that will destroy any friendship or any relationship. And this was a video request some time ago, and I just realized that I had not done it. And so being that we're at near the halfway point of the year, and your year may be going well and you want it to keep going well, these are some things that you want to look out for. Or if your year has not been so good and you want to help turn these things around, these are some things to avoid going forward or to pay attention to going forward. I'm going to share with you 4 ways to destroy a friendship or a relationship. And you're probably going to have to watch the video again to catch them, because I don't want the video to be entirely too long. So having said all that, let's dive in. One of the ways that I've noticed that you can destroy a healthy friendship or relationship is when you use complaints and disagreements as an opportunity to condemn the other person. Think about this. Complaints are okay. Disagreements are okay. You're 2 different people. These are natural, honest reactions to a person's decision or behavior. But when complaints and disagreements spiral out of control into attacks on the person and not on the decisions or behavior, this spells trouble. For example, I've seen people take the position, well, they didn't call me when they said they would because they were busy and forgot, but because they are a horrible, wretched, evil person. Remember, there's a big difference between who someone is and what they sometimes do. That's point number 1. Point number 2, when you use hateful gestures as a substitute for honest communication. What am I saying? When you resort to frequent name calling, when you resort to eye rolling, belittling, mockery, hostile teasing, in whatever form, gestures like these are poisonous to a friendship or relationship. Why? Because they convey hate. And it's virtually impossible to resolve any relationship problem when the other person is constantly receiving the message that you hate them. Now, one of the things that I live by, one of the quotes I actually live by, is a quote by Booker T. Washington, where he said, "I will permit no man to degrade my soul by making me hate him." I don't have time for hate. So also keep in mind, if someone you love makes a mistake and you choose to forgive them, your actions must reinforce your words. I'm going to say it again. If someone you love makes a mistake and you choose to forgive them, your actions must reinforce your words. In other words, let bygones be bygones. Don't use their past wrongdoings to justify your present righteousness. When you constantly use someone's past wrongdoings to make yourself seem better than them, I'm better than you because unlike you, I didn't do XYZ in the past. It's a lose-lose situation. Nobody benefits from it. Replace your negative thoughts with positive communication. Because the truth of the matter is this: if you're throwing hateful gestures at a person instead of communicating with them, there's a good chance they don't even know why you're being so mean and so hateful. When communication between 2 people is not open and honest, there is a lot of important stuff that never gets said. Point number 3. When you deny responsibility for your role in the problem or in the relationship. That's a huge one, because when you deny responsibility in every relationship dispute, all you're really doing is blaming the other person. You're saying, in effect, the problem here is never me, it's always you. This denial of accountability, ladies and gentlemen, just escalates every argument, every issue, because there's a complete and utter breakdown of communication. The key thing is to understand that, yes, you have a choice. Either you're choosing to be in relationship with another person, or you're not. And if you're choosing to be in, then you are responsible for it. Denying this means you're giving up all your power to the other person. You're the victim, regardless of circumstances, positive or negative, because you're giving them 100% of the responsibility for the relationship that you have with them. So remember, even when the behavior driving a relationship dispute belongs to the other person, the only way to find common ground or simply create more healthy space for yourself is to first own the fact that you are 50% responsible for the relationship at all times. Once you do, you have the power to make progress one way or another. And finally, and this is pretty much the death nail in any friendship or any relationship, I have seen it: the silent treatment. What am I saying? Tuning out, disagreeing, ignoring, disengaging, refusing to acknowledge. All variations of the silent treatment don't just remove the other person from the argument you're having with them. It ends up removing them emotionally from the relationship you have with them. When you're ignoring someone, you're really teaching them to live without you. If that's what you want, be clear about it. Be clear about it. And if not, drop it. Period. No excuses. No sitting up acting like you're the victim, because as I've said on plenty of videos, nobody's 100% blameless, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care if you do everything right. You could be partially responsible because you didn't notice certain signs, or you've let your own insecurities, seep in, or you have had a past dealing or a past issue that you have swept up under the rug, and something allowed it to come back up, and you chose not to deal with it, but you chose to run from it. That makes you responsible. Nobody's 100% blameless. So those are 4 things that I felt compelled to share with you as we end the first half of this year and go into the second half. It's halftime, baby. You need to make the adjustments that you know you need to make in order for you to go to the next level. So that way the second half of the year turns out even better than the first half may be. So I wanted to give you those things to think about. If you got value from it, feel free to leave me a comment. Feel free to share this video. And remember, in life, you have 2 choices. You can make moves or you can make excuses, but you most certainly cannot do both. It's yours truly, Arian, Tyson, the Moving Motivator, and I will talk to you on the next one. Peace.